Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving a disaster situation playing as Clan Engrand, going up against the Lamian Sisterhood. So there's a fair bit of context we got to go through with this one. It's the event spawned faction when you build the sealed tombs. He obviously didn't prepare before building it because he's trying to get this built now, and they're launching the attack before he's ready. He scrambled together very quickly an army filled with regiments of renown and grudge settlers. This is not a great army, especially considering how much artillery he's recruited, and the enemy is almost entirely comprised of artillery, and it's going to be really difficult for us to protect that much artillery. So just not a great army, but we got to make do with what we've got. We should read out a portion of the email. I don't think we should read out the whole thing because it's quite long, so I'll just read out a portion of it. So he says, the Vampire Lord is level 30 and has pretty much all cav and monster units. He also has 2 full stack armies. I am unsure of how to do this siege battle, as the thing I usually do in this case, which is just camp in the main victory point and defend there, doesn't seem to work, since the settlement is kind of weird. It's clumped, so my ranged units are unable to fire how I want them to. Yeah, so I would typically not rely on using this army inside of a settlement at all. This is a very bad army to use inside of a city, because for one thing, the cannons, you're gonna have no line of sight whatsoever, so it's gonna be so difficult to use them. And because of the enemy units coming at us are all really high tier, it's going to be such a shitfest trying to make that work in there. So let's try to have a field battle instead. Problem is as well, they're going to bring in 2 armies. But it'd be great if we had lightning strike, which of course he doesn't have. And we can't replace this lord with anyone else that could potentially get it, because you need to be at least level 10 to get lightning strike. Doesn't have that. He's equipped them up with some really good items: Star Metal Plate, Iron Warden Hammer, Dragon Slayer Fang, Iron Warden Tankard, and some items here. Don't have the Rune of Spite equipped. We don't need it because they're not going to clump around him on a field battle. Now, what we're going to do here is instead is a different kind of lightning strike, which is particularly useful in this exact scenario, which is to go into ambush stance, where we've got 50% ambush success chance, but 50% of the chance it works every time. And that's literally true here, because it doesn't matter if we ambush them or not. What we want to do is stay close to the settlement. If they come over here and they get ambushed, well, great, we ambush one of their armies. But what's most likely, well, 50-50 chance, is that we get discovered as they come in through over here. And if that happens, well, we only fight one of their armies. And that basically allows us to separate them. Instead of having to fight both of their armies at the same time, which makes it a lot more difficult, we only fight one army, beat their ass as much as we possibly can, take replenishment after the battle, and then finish them off later. Now, the downside to this is that there's a lot of chaos corruption in the area, and we will take attrition. But yeah, if we go into encamp stance, what ends up happening is that these guys don't attack this army. What they do is they just go straight for the settlement. It's just a siege battle, so we don't want that. Now, we should prepare a little bit more, because this isn't actually the final wave. Okay, he's playing on legendary difficulty with maximum AI difficulty on the cheats and stuff. I think this is just wave 1. Because I think eventually they get like a whole bunch of armies, and he is not ready for that. There's no point repelling them, only to leave him high and dry for the next few waves. I'm not going to deal with all of his waves for him, just this one here, and try to prepare him as much as possible. He's got Ungram on his way over here, so if we could recruit some Slayers in this settlement to hand over to him, that would be good. Thorek is not available at the moment. We can recruit a Rune Lord, I think that'd be good. And while we can give him lightning strike, that's of no use to us in this coming situation, because you can't use lightning strike if you are the defender. And we should also recruit the Thanes here, because they'll be really handy for the next battles. They won't be able to help us out in this particular fight, so I'm not going to worry about leveling them up right now. Okay, now let's go over here. Let's see if we can give him some equipment. I'm not going to bother giving him... I'm not going to craft anything for him, because... I don't want to use up his Oath Gold on this guy right now. And I don't think it matters too much if this guy's going to be super strong or not. So just give him whatever is available. Okay, I think he's got 2 Rune of Spites in the same army, so I'm just going to take that one. Okay. Alright, with that, we should be prepared. Oh, hang on, no, we need to be recruiting. So grab 2 of those and globally recruit as many of these as we can. There's no point getting giant slayers. It takes 3 times as long to recruit. Just get as much as we can, because I don't think you've got much time before more of them will show up. Gyrocopters could be good, but they do have a fair few flying units that will probably catch you. All right, it is what it is. All right, let's jump in here and see how it goes. So yeah, 50% chance of ambushing him, 50% chance of not ambushing him. Either way, it works, I think. Unless we get detected and get pulled out of ambush stance, but we're far enough away from him that I think that won't happen. Okay, I don't care about them. Skip it. Alright, let's see what happens. Ambush stayed, and... discovered. Well, I didn't ambush them, but as I said, 50% of the time, it works every time. So, didn't matter what the results were. I mean, an ambush would have been better, but we've got an auto-resolve victory here. But I don't think we should auto-resolve it, because I think I can do a better job than medium casualties. Problem is, though, when you auto-resolve, it tends to spread the casualties out fairly evenly. Whereas fighting it manually, some of the units might take lopsided damage. Just gotta deal with it. Alright, we've got some banners here. Let's just place them around as best we can. Oh, this actually makes us the attacker, but I think that they're going to just rush at us anyway, so waiting for these guys for 2 minutes. I guess we'll see if they even show up in time. Alright, everything's on max battle difficulty. Yep, let's see what we can do. Now, like I said before, I think we've got too much artillery in this army. It will make it a little bit difficult to defend them, because, yeah, look at their army. It's fucking half filled with cavalry. It's also a very small map. Small map means it's not going to take them very long to get over here. This is not very good terrain out of here. If we get too close over this way... So yeah, I wish you hadn't recruited these cannons. Because I get why you recruited them. They were instantly recruitable, so you must have manually recruited those. It's not that cannons are bad, it's taking up too much space. It's going to be hard to protect them, that's all. Then again, there's a lot of large units in the army. Maybe they'll actually do a good job. Alright. Got to be somewhat careful about how we use the Iron Drakes. They could end up doing a lot of friendly fire otherwise. Keep the Slayers in reserve, just because if they get charged, they tend to get killed very quickly. Try to protect our units as best as we can. Yeah, move that one that way. Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard to defend the artillery, but I'll do what I can. Alright, so with our Demon Slayer here... Oh, Legend of Manscape. I just realized that then. That's cool. It's actually Manscaped, but it's all good. Considering just, like, throwing him at the enemy early, because he's geared up so well, I don't think they're going to kill him, but they might clump up around him. But they won't clump up around him if we're staying close to our line here. A bit of a risk, though, because he's on level 12. But yeah, send them in. Alright, put all these ones here on guard mode, and let's see how we go. Looks like that one's coming after us. Try to drop the bombs down as early as possible. It'd be great if they could land on us. Yes, otherwise they would have just ignored him and gone for the missile units. Alright, well, he's got some good equipment, but he's just not that high level. The cannons can be shooting at him, that's great. Good. Get these fuckers on the ground. Good. Plus he's got regen, so that's good. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how this is going so far. Let's keep that guy distracted as long as we possibly can. Concerned about them on that flank. Terrorgeist. I would like the cannons to support him a little bit. Still got more bombs to drop. Let's drop them over on them. It's still pretty good against cavalry. Over here, although the gap is a bit wide over there. He's doing alright. So far so good, not seeing any issues. Yeah, I don't want to bring this guy back. Well, we could use more bombs, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, hang on. Turn around, you gotta deal with this. Okay, this is why we wanted to leave some Slayers in reserve. Okay, our reinforcements have arrived. Better late than never. Oof, friendly fire there, but I don't think anything was not going to do friendly fire in that situation. Okay, get them back over here. Just fucking these ones here, just trying to get them organized. Okay, I need them to be shooting at him now. Taking a bit of damage. We're okay. These ones here, try to shoot at the infantry at the front. Stop trying to hit our own units. Took a bit of damage on the gyro bomber. That's okay. Get back over here. Okay, still got one more bomb to use. Now's as good time as any to use it. Because yeah, they don't have that much infantry. Okay, our Lord is taking a excessive amount of damage there. Let's try to get him out of that. Because yeah, he's definitely not a one-man doomstack. Move that one back. Get them over here. Okay, there's the ambulances. Okay. It's a shame that we're not going to get any replenishment over the end turn because of the corruption, but, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, definitely a better idea to fight them as two battles as opposed to in one. Alright, all the casualties were focused on our main army here, which it definitely would have been better if it was the garrison, because at least the garrison can get replenishment, but I can't have seen any way of bringing them in earlier. There's no way we could have delayed them. They were going to just rush at us straight away, because we've got artillery. This is what it is. But, you know, it's lopsided damage. It's mostly concentrated on the front, but it's still better than what Auto Resolve was going to yield. And we can actually 18% replenishment. That's pretty friggin' good. Fight, die, all right, now what's going to happen with the rest of them? Ah, that guy bloody came back. All right, they don't even make the attack this turn. All right, now this guy here is in pretty poor shape. Gained 3 levels up. Gotta come up with a plan. I saw that Thorek Ironbrow is now available. So let's tag this guy out for Thorek. And I might have Thorek be the one to attack this one. So you did actually respec him. So I'm sure you've got a particular plan for him. I'm just going to spend the points on what I think is necessary for the battle and nothing else. So let's grab this. What if he wants Rune of Oath and Steel? That's a shit one anyway. Shouldn't be getting that. Terrible rune magic. These are all good. Right. No, we don't have any of those units, so that's not going to come in handy. Yep, that's good. Maybe. Yep, get all 3 of these. Don't need the Rune of Grimnir. Maybe just grab that one. and leave that be, because I don't know exactly what army he wants to make with it. So that still leaves you with 7 points, but we might get some ranks up for doing this. Okay. Alright, now we're going to come up with a plan. We definitely want to make sure whichever army is the one that's attacking has the artillery. Oh look, this one replenished its casualty. Nice. Because yeah, they're just going to rush at us. There's no doubt about that.
Doom Chaser.
And I think it would be good to make this guy a bit tougher. So some physical resistance would be good. Some ward save.
More means to kill.
Alright, he's not boosting Slayers at all, so it doesn't really matter who gets that. I think Slayers will be very useful in this army because of all the bloody cavalry that they've got. And I think that the missile, especially the Iron Drakes, I really don't think the Iron Drakes are that helpful because they're essentially anti-infantry. So, you come over here.
On our way!
And let's make some transfers. Alright, so anyone that's in good shape, go into that army. Bring the small arm fire, those ones, that's fine. Yep. Yep. Can bring one more. Because yeah, I don't want to rely too heavily on grudge throwers, because they just don't have that. Their infantry is not a concern, so yeah, get that one. Okay. You will go into encamp stance. Okay, good, he'll come in as reinforcements. Okay, these 3 here, I just realized, they should come in with our main force. Right, so take a little bit more out of this. Take 3 of them out. Let's take out the... Let's see. Let's take out the missile unit here. That one's a bit damaged, and I don't think that's going to help very much. Yep. And let's bring these 3 in here.
The throng is mustered arms. Run reeking.
Also, it may be in our best interest to not be on this mount, actually be on foot. Although, hang on. Yeah, because, okay, if we're on the mount and he's near us, he'll take miscasting damage every single time he shoots at us. Uses magic. But his magic's not a big deal anyway. He'll just use it to heal himself. Whereas if he's on foot, these ones here just won't really hurt him. How much is his melee defense? Should be fine to be on that anyway. Let's just make some adjustments here. Definitely want as much resistance as we possibly can. So yeah, he's got Thorax, Rune Armor. Yeah, that's fine. Keep all that together. Alright, go down here and let's have a look. Rune of Parrying would be good. He doesn't need Rune of Spite. He's technically already got it. It's in his skill tree. That one's got the Rune of Adamant. Yeah, I still want to use him. Although, I just want him to come in and just get replenishment, essentially. Get regenerated. Let's see. Yeah, Rune of Luck. I'll take that off that character. And... you know, I will take off this Master Rune of Adamant, because I'm not going to send that guy into melee. I just want him to come in and get replenishment, get regeneration. But yeah, extra melee defense will make it really hard for them to hit him, obviously. Alright, so we've got one... hang on. We've got one Iron Warden Tankard available. I'll make a few more, because it's just a really good item. He should have made more by now. But yeah, let's grab some. So I'll grab 2 of those, and then what I'm going to do for their equipment, because he doesn't have a whole lot of equipment in reserve. Maybe let's make them a piece of armor. The Dragon Slayer scale is good, because they won't be affected by terror. Physical resistance will be good. How much magic attacks do they have in this army?
Never.
A couple of units have it.
Hey up.
Okay. So make one more of those. We'll probably be able to win this in auto-resolve, but if any units get wiped out, we should fight it manually. Which I think that would happen. Some of our units are quite badly damaged. Alright, don't want to use up all of his Oath Gold, because I might want it for something else. But this is a pretty dire situation. Not in terms of this particular army, but in terms of what's fucking coming next. You're gonna want to beef up the situation as quickly as you bloody well can. So I do think we should recruit, so make some more of these. So Dragon Slayer Fang, that one's the best one I think to get. Let's get 3 of those. And that'll go under those Thanes. We'll also need to recruit another Thane in this area, which you can equip, attach to the army next turn. Because, yeah, I think the next wave is going to be coming real soon, and you're going to need to be ready for that. Because yeah, there's, Ungrim is on the way, and it'll still take him 2 turns just to arrive, which, that should be fine, yeah, because these guys spawn out over this way. You should have time to get him here, and then obviously transfer the Slayers over to him. Right. Equipment. So, Dragon Scales. Oh, did I only make 2 of those? Well, there's a Gatekeeper Cell's not a big deal. Thought I made 3. And then there's the Dragon Slayer's Fang. Yep. We don't have enough to make another one, so you'll just have to take this, which is actually not very useful. And then as for hand weapons, not a whole lot that's available. So just take what we can, that's about it. And then as for character items, just take whatever is available. Which there's not heaps. Okay, that'll just have to do. Alright, because yeah, we want to win the battle, but also make sure that his army is able to recover before they you know, send more forces at him. Just one of them needs Keeper of the Gate, don't need to put them all on that. That's if we keep them all together, which I'm going to send all of the heroes, including Thorek, ahead, just like we did in the previous battle with the Slayer, because that worked out pretty well, I think. Apart from, you know, he did take a lot of damage, but he held back their forces quite substantially.
For my oath.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, so that auto resolve, yeah, that Slayer is going to get wiped out, so that's not acceptable. Ah, shit, okay, I need to actually attach that to this one. So Kate can do that, just gotta finagle it around a little bit, there we go. Actually, I'll attach it over here. Why not? Since they're the ones that are going to be fighting, first we should actually, hang on, put that on him. Give them the runes. Okay, cool. Let's jump in and see how we go. Yep, so obviously we're going to win the battle. That's not the problem here. But yeah, if we win the battle and be like, here's your army back, and he's only got like 2 units remaining, which that would have been a really bad fight if that ends up happening. Yeah, that's not ideal. So ideally we want to do better than what Auto Resolve is going to yield, which is just don't lose any units, don't get any units wiped out, because we can only recruit so many each turn. And you're going to want as many armies over here as you possibly can, as soon as possible. Alright. Best place to set up would be over here, but that will mean that they're coming from the flank. Actually, that's fine, because they'll probably intercept these ones here. We don't want to go back any further than that yet. Keep them nice and tight. It makes it easier to defend the flanks. It's nice and tight. Now, we've got loads of Slayers, so I mean, the Slayers can actually end up taking a lot of damage if they charge us and hit downhill. We'll see how that goes. If anyone's going to take damage, let it be the miners, since they're, you know, the worst of the units. Alright, these guys go up ahead, same thing with them. And hopefully, yeah, because of this one here with Guardian, they'll all have, excuse me, an extra 15% physical resistance on top of their decent resistances. But I'm hoping it wasn't a mistake to leave Thorek on that mount. But we'll see. That means that they don't have much anti-large in the army. It just makes them a bigger target. Make sure that we stay within artillery range so that they can support us.
Understood, Lord. Range far, range fast. Nothing can stop us.
Good-ish. Yeah, getting rid of some Hex Wraiths nice and early is really good. Really need to be focusing on their fast units because of how much damage they could potentially do to us because of the artillery. Obviously try to bomb them where they're going to be as clustered as possible. That looks right. Alright, reinforcements will arrive in a minute 30. Maybe should have waited until they had blobbed up a bit more before bombing, but I wasn't 100% sure if they were actually going to do it. That being said, you could always use his stuff for that. Okay, I need you to try to get the attention of their flying into good. Taking out the cannons. Take the attention of this Var, guys. I don't want it landing over here. Actually, you know what we really should be aiming for is the fucking mortis engines. And I call them fucking mortis engines because they can really fuck us up. Yeah, good, we killed the enemy lord. Good, I didn't have to micro that. Seems like the other mortis engine is over here. This is already going much better than the other battle. Much, much better.
These Urks are unworthy, or not?
And they're doing fine. Okay, yeah, he's doing no problem whatsoever. So that'll affect the entire... Oh no, just those guys. You need to be focusing on that mortis engine. Okay, they're not really attacking us much on this flank. Never mind, our reinforcements are showing up over here. You get the fuck out of there. Oh god, there's actually... Yeah, you get the hell out of there because we want you to just regenerate. You've still got the Iron Warden Tankadon, yep. Careful, careful, careful. Oh, god damn it, move that back. Still haven't lost any of our guys there. Need to keep using good back, whatever it's called. I think they're going to destroy one of the gyro bombers. Can't seem to get out of there. Careful, careful, careful. Oh yeah, lost one of them. That's okay. Should still be able to cover fairly quickly. Hang on, we got incoming over here. Then they got through us here a little bit. The miners are taking a lot of damage. This is going pretty well over here, I think. I think that's the army losses. I think we took fewer casualties on this battle than we did in the previous one. I think. Yeah, biggest problem is that we don't really get much time to regenerate because the battles are so damn quick and you don't get any opportunity to run them down. Yeah, we did take fewer casualties. No units got wiped out, I think. Yeah. And so that should set you up better for the next few waves, which I still think you've got your work cut out for you, but, you know, I've just taught you the new lightning strike ability. Oh, that being said, you can recruit a new lord in this area that can have lightning strike if you really wanted it. A bit of replenishment helps. Yeah. Now, because there's chaos corruption in this area here, it might not be in your best interest to actually go and attack this, because then you won't be able to go into a camp stance. Although, Thorek will probably be able to...
Demon Slayer.
He'll be able to force march back here, surely. Probably.
I suppose.
And he'll be able to go over here in camp stance. Just not... Yeah, just to reinforce. And that way they'll wait for their reinforcements for this one. So that could be a good opportunity to replenish a bit more. Need them to be tankier. Once again, I'll send them out ahead, because that worked out very nicely with them. Okay. Yeah, bring him out. We win this battle here, and they're wiped out for good. Alright, what do you need? Getting Death Wish is good, but so is all those other stats.
I'm sorted. Consider it done.
Make sure we recruit this one here so I don't forget.
Tis time.
Because yeah, getting a spam of Thanes will make it a lot easier fighting them. For sure. Alright, let's launch the attack again. Don't need to adjust any of the units. So yeah, we could auto-resolve it, and this time no units get wiped out, but no units will get any regeneration. I think we should fight this manually. So, as long as we're not within their range at the start of the battle, they'll probably wait for their reinforcements, but it might be better for them to just come at us early. Yeah, I don't know if I like this map. Yeah, it might be better for them to come at us early. I'll just have to think about that. Yeah, that is a terrible place to be coming in from. Holy shit. Luckily, I think we only need one army. Oh, jeez, I don't think I can bring them in from maybe. Okay, I can bring them in there. That's still a bad place to be coming in from. But best place for us to set up is probably over on this high ground here. Although if they run in through the forest, that will be quite good for them. This map fucking sucks. Could not have asked for a worse map. Holy shit. This is possibly the worst map for this kind of army that I've ever seen. Jeez, good thing we've got so many Slayers, not relying entirely on missile units. Because yeah, they'll do fine. Keep them at the back. And yeah, luckily we're not dealing with a whole lot of force. Oh my god, I just can't fit any units in there. Jeez, it's way too friggin' cramped. They're not going to fire properly. Alright, yeah, definitely need to send them up. Get them fighting as soon as possible. Alright, let's see how we go. I guess if any of them come in through the forest, they're just going to run into the Slayer, so it's all good. Okay, well they're not waiting for their reinforcements. That might actually be for the best. That way we get to take this army out before they even show up. But this one here is regenerating, so the sooner we kill him, the better. This time I'll wait until the enemy force blob up around us before I use the bombs.
Kill anything without a beard. Vengeance, master of runecraft.
I don't want them to use this because I don't want them getting too far ahead of Thorak.
Will of iron.
Here they come.
By Grumney. Thorak Ironbrow. Wrath and ruin.
Yep, that's exactly what we're using.
Hearth and home.
Can only use one ability at a time, or else it just cancel them all out.
Thorak Ironbrow.
Alright. Just need for them to land.
Casting the runes.
Nope, can't do that while they're coming after us there.
What?
But that is still working out pretty bloody nicely. Cannons focus on this guy here. They're still kind of catching us. Really want to come over here and bomb them, but can't seem to get away from that. Okay, yeah, I really shouldn't have been worried about Thorak. He's doing just fine.
Targets, Lord.
Good, we disrupted his breath attack, so he wasn't able to use the whole thing. Reinforcements come in, and I'm just bringing him in just for regeneration, that's all. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get him. He's going to do a tiny little bit of damage to them. This is fine. Almost got him. God damn, even with the Banner of Swiftness, they're catching us. Come on, get him. Don't think the Slayer's after him. Don't need to do that. Oh, of course, both of their Mortis engines come back. But they're not great against single entities. They're not terrible against them either. Alright, good. Let's get over here and drop some bombs before the battle's bloody over.
Yes, Lord! Move now! Slayers! Let's just bleed for the
I would pull these guys out so they can get a bit of time to heal, but I don't think the enemy's going to let us. It's a good thing this one here can fire while moving. Okay, here comes the bombs.
Yes, Lord. Strike out. And yes, yes. Charge.
One more bomb for this one here.
Off they go.
How is that firing? It's not technically on the artillery.
Pump those 12 legs.
I kind of missed that one. This guy's in bad shape. Let's get him out of here. The main loss of his death would be actually the items that he's got equipped, so I don't want that to happen. Just get it out of the way. Mortis engine, you gotta get rid of that. Good, this guy's slowly getting some more healing done. Don't worry about them coming in to help. Okay, good. There's the armilices. Yeah, it was never in question that we would lose any of these battles. We just had to do a good job, because if we did a bad job with the first battle, that would have set us up badly for the second battle, and then set us up badly for this one here. So hopefully the downtime will be minimal, because we only took a handful of casualties this time. Tried to make sure that the ones that were damaged didn't take damage this time. Single entities took a lot of damage, but they tend to replenish faster than the other ones, so it should be fine. And this army here should be, I think, the one that goes inside the settlement. I get 2% replenishment that time. Look, get the money. 2%'s freaking nothing. Okay, so that wave is dealt with, but there will be more. There's no way it's over yet. Good. Do get to force march. Get him in over there, and you make your way back over. They won't attack you over the end turn, but hey, you stripped away a fair bit of the chaos corruption. I don't think it's a good idea to come out over here and pick a fight with them right now. Last thing you need is, while dealing with these vampires, more of those guys coming in. Use this one here to globally recruit. Just get everything you possibly can. You've got a good amount of money. And yeah, Ongrim will arrive here next turn, and you've got enough Oath Gold coming in that you can make essentially one Iron Warden tankard every turn. But yeah, get a decent amount of replenishment from that. Can't take these guys out to replenish their health, because they don't have a mount. But I'd say that situation there is sorted. And then, yeah, just the next wave's just going to deal with it. But at least you've got more forces here now. Ongrim should be there by the time the next one shows up. And you're just going to have to grind through the next 6 odd turns. But I think the final wave shows that it's a fairly big army. It's essentially like an endgame crisis, kind of. But yeah, you should be ready. So just keep recruiting. Like, the Slayers are doing a good job, especially if they're just mostly monster units. Especially in Ongrim's army, they're going to be quite good. Because Slayers are pretty good in the game now. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Also, this guy here, just got to remember to rename him Legend of Manscaped. Spell it right. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. See you next time.